Warning, this video is meant for people above the age of 14. So I'm pretty sure you guys have heard of a little anime called Devilman Crybaby. And safe to say, it's one of my favorites. Second favorite, actually. And when Fullmetal Alchemist is in the top spot, you know your anime is serious quality, let me tell you that. I know that the hype of this series has died down since 2018, but since I only recently started talking about anime on this channel with Devil as a part-timer, I figured now was a pretty good time to talk about it. Also, I kind of find it funny that most of the series I reviewed so far have Devil in the title. Please don't question my religious standing. Anyways, let's get started on talking about Devilman Crybaby! So I'm just gonna get this out of the way before this video starts. Despite both having devil in the title, Devilman Crybaby is vastly different from The Devil is a Part-Timer. The Devil is a Part-Timer is an isekai comedy with fantasy characters working at a McDonald's, while Devilman Crybaby is a violent tale about humans and demons and the dark parts of each of them. So yeah, this is probably going to be a much different video than that one. Also, because of the violence and nudity in various scenes, I also don't want YouTube to attack me, so I'm just going to put these pictures of cute kittens up whenever you see, like, a hint of blood. Yes, you are a little cute little cat, aren't you? You're covering up those dead bodies really good now, aren't you? The story follows Akira Fudo and his battle against demons in his Devilman form, all while showcasing the flaws of humanity. First off, I just want to say that Devilman is one of my favorite anime characters, and is easily in my top 10. Despite his intimidating demon and human appearances, he still showcases a kind human soul. We get nice guy protagonists all the time, and while it doesn't annoy me, it does get really tiring sometimes. However, Akira does it in a way that seems more realistic. Personally, I love characters like Devilman and Hulk, both people who transform into monsters but are misunderstood and treated unfairly for it. I also like the other characters. Ryo, Miki, Miko, and rap god Wamu are all interesting characters with a lot of depth to them. Ryo is basically an emotionless demon hunter, Miki is the Squeak track team member, Miko is a person suffering through an identity crisis, and even Wamu, who didn't get a whole lot of screen time, is just one of my favorites. Mostly due to his kick-ass rap beats. I mean, come on. Listen to this.
Yeah. なあ聞いたかいるらしいぜ悪魔がそれもそこら中いるみたいで悪魔がだけど実際悪魔ってどんな見かけ姿形振る舞いまで何も俺は知らねえ
そりゃ当然悪いさなんせ悪魔だしな見た目もきっとおざましいなんせ悪魔だしな盗む犯す奪う殺すきっと全部あり誰も知らねえとこで汚ね手口使い make money
だけど
I can't say there's a weak character throughout the entire show. The music is awesome, mixed with a lot of killer songs with a lot of emotional scores that make every scene really come alive at you. The main theme is also my personal favorite of any anime I have ever heard. The visuals are really cool and fairly different from other anime that I have watched before. Massive props to director Masaki Yusa for making a style to the series so active and full of motion. However, I will say that the visuals can be a bit, weird. The imagery in this show can be really insane at times, to the point where it feels like you were taking drugs after reading a book on demon mythology. To be fair though, most of that is in a club where that is, probably commonplace. Finally, the themes in this show are really well explored, especially the comparisons between humans and demons. This tends to flesh out the demon villains and make them more complex and less apparently evil than, say, every Phase 1 MCU villain except for Loki. Meanwhile, as the series goes on, we see the humans transition into a more monster-like demeanor when under stress or disagreed with on their beliefs. It's a fascinating concept that I haven't really seen until now. And if there's something that this series is good at, it is making you question humanity and making you cry. The series really hits you in the feels and can really make you experience extreme amounts of sadness. But there is a well-executed point to the bits of misery, as it usually puts you in the shoes of the characters and their relationships. It's not like, say, 13 Reasons Why, where the misery is just meant to make you feel miserable. And it's at this time when I'm gonna start to spoil the series. So, if you wanna not get involved in that, skip to this time code, wherever the heck that is. At the ending of the series, we see a climactic battle for the fate of Earth between the humans, demons, and Devilman. At the end of everything, Rio, who has revealed to be Satan, actually ends up winning. And at the end, he's sitting next to Akira, whom he realizes he loves. Only Akira can't respond, because he isn't alive to. Seeing Rio realize his feelings after he killed Akira is devastating, especially because at the end of everything, he's alone. This ending is probably more devastating than Infinity Wars, because while we know the characters in the MCU a lot better and care for them more, we also care for the characters in Devilman Crybaby, and unlike Infinity War, there's no feeling of them coming back. They're gone now. The ending is dark, no doubt about it, but it's also masterful and beautiful, which is something I think all anime should strive towards. So yeah, this anime is amazing. I will say it can be hard to stomach at points, but overall, it's a masterful experience you should see at least once. So yeah, this is an A+ series.